Hello, I'm Owen Hillman of the Around the Belt podcast. I'm here with Kevin Meistickle, the manager of the Atlanta Crackers, who just won championship number 5 of Sunbelt League history. I just want to discuss the history of the Atlanta Crackers. How did things start with rebirthing the legacy that they originally had, and how did you transition to the Sunbelt Baseball League?
Well, a little bit of a long story. I can kind of chop it up easily. When I got out of baseball, I played roughly 10 years, at 4 organizations. I decided to start something for college players, like this, and I had something in mind. And I was at a football game one day with Luke Appling, Hall of Famer, and he was a coach of mine when I was with the Atlanta Braves, and we were just talking, and he said, "What are you going to do?" I said, "I'm going to start a program for, college guys," and at that time, guys that got released, they were out of pro ball. And he said, he just thought for a few minutes. He goes, "What are you going to name them?" And I said, "I haven't come up with a name yet." He said, "I'm working on sponsors right now." And he goes, "You ought to name them the Atlanta Crackers." And I knew a little bit about the Crackers, me not being from the South. I'm from the North originally. But I didn't realize how famous this team was, this Cracker team. They'd won more championships than the New York Yankees once we looked up in the Historical Society. And he kept telling me, "I'm telling you, the PR you get from this will be, you wait and see." So I thought about it, and I thought, that's not a bad idea. So I went ahead and incorporated it, took the name, and basically we were bringing back the Atlanta Crackers. And for any baseball fans that don't know, they were here for decades and decades. They were the team of the South. People from all these states would come into Atlanta for these games. Well, when the Atlanta Braves came in '65, Crackers had to leave, and they went to Richmond and became the Richmond Braves. So all of a sudden, after all these years, I'm bringing back the Atlanta Crackers, less than 20 years later. He said, "It's going to go over big." And I swear to you, that first season, I had so many calls from television stations, newspapers in Seattle, Los Angeles, Chicago. It was like, "You got to be kidding me. And what is all this about? You're bringing back the Atlanta Crackers." And it just took off. And it worked so well that we springboarded right into it. We played in the National Baseball Congress, and we played in the Stan Musial. And then we played in the league here in Georgia, the Stan Musial League also. So we were playing in 3 leagues. And eventually we even, to my knowledge, from what I gather, we're the only team to be in all 4 World Series. Mm-hmm. We were in the NBC World Series in Kansas.
Yep.
We were in the Dizzy Dean Series in Cleveland.
Yep.
We were in the Stan Musial Series up in Battle Creek.
Yeah.
And we were in the series up in the NABF up in Louisville. We competed in all 4. We finished second in 3 of them and never did quite, win the whole thing. They were very competitive. Mm-hmm. But I kept going with this thing, and it came all the way through. Eventually, we did a lot of traveling. We traveled all over the country and played. Mm-hmm. I had a lot of sponsorship back then. Hollywood Productions were my main sponsor at the time. They, in that movie, I was in that movie, Slicker's Wife. Well, they actually gave me everything I needed to start this. And then we had Mickey Mantle helped us a great deal. He raised a lot of money at a charity event at the sporting club. And we retired his number. In fact, his picture's up there on the wall with me. You can see right there.
Oh, for sure.
He was in here, cool. And he came to the house and all. It was just fabulous. We had plenty of help, which you need. You need help along the way. So a lot of people have helped us. We came all the way up to 2008, and Marty Kelly said, "Hey, I want you to join this Sunbelt League I formed. I've got 4 teams in it. I want you to bring yourself, Douglasville. I want the DeKalb A's. I want these teams in it, Chattanooga." So I said, "Okay." He said, "We'll take care of everything." And we've been in it ever since 2009. So that's what, I don't know, 18 years or so we've been in this thing.
Yeah.
And it's been a nice ride. We've had a lot of fun playing in it. So that's where we're at the moment. And this is my 44th year.
Wow.
I was going to do it for a couple of years. It's turned into 44. So I don't know.
It's a lifestyle. That's crazy.
So that's basically, the format for what happened and how we've gotten to where we are.
Yeah, I mean, 5 championships later.
Well, actually, we've won 60 championships altogether. 5 in this league. I mean, we've been in the championship game 9 or 10 times, in this league out of 8, whatever, 17 years.
Yeah.
But that was our 60th title last year that we won. Steve Autry's been with me since 1988.
Wow.
Brad's been with me since 1999. We had Kelton was with us last year. Gil Navarro was with us for a while until he retired, but we've had a lot of fun.
Indeed. And speaking of the assistants, what are the biggest things each one of them bring onto the staff, especially Steve Autry?
Well, Autry's been my pitching coach. He pitched for me.
Wow.
I saw him pitch when he was in college. I wanted him as soon as I saw he was from Snellville, picked him up, and he's been with me ever since. So when he retired from pitching, he just took over as a pitching coach, and he does just a tremendous job with these kids. He really does. He takes it very serious, and he has helped so many of these young pitchers over the years. And they kind of have 2 pitching coaches between him and I, so we help a lot of kids get confidence in themselves and, turn the thing around. And we've done all right. Brad Etheridge played for me. He was an All-American at Lee University. He played 4 years for me. And then eventually, I guess about 16, 17 years ago, I said, Brad, you need to be my hitting coach. And if you'll see Brad, he looks like he can still play. He's 45, but he was a stud when he played for me, and still looks like he can play. He relates to the players good because he's a little bit younger than us, and they relate to a guy that's, in his middle 40s that looks like he can play. So he's done a real good job working with these infielders, these outfielders, because he played all over. He played third base for me. He played left field for me. And he works with both sets, outfield, infield, works with the hitters. And to be honest with you, he's part of the family, and he's done a real good job with all these guys. Kelton played for me 10 years ago and came back last year, wanted to get back in the game, and we started using him. And he'll be in and out a little bit this year. He's got a difficult job. He can't be there all the time, so we ended up picking up Collier Knox.
Yeah.
Collier's assistant coach over here at North Gwinnett. From what I've seen so far, Collier's young enough to really relate to these guys. He's only, late 20s, whatever, and he almost looks like a player yet. So I think these guys will respond to him real well. He was a catcher, and I like his attitude. I like his personality, and it's kind of good to have a little bit of youth in this thing, So, and then Gil's going to come back for a week and help us. We're in a little trouble with Brad having to go out of town for a week, and he's going to come back in, so you'll see Gil Navarro again. We were here last year with him, remember?
Yeah, just for a little bit.
He started the season off, won a doubleheader, coaching third base. So we're going to bring him back for about 4 or 5 games. So,
yeah.
And you got to have good assistant coaches. I don't care what anybody says. If you don't have the horses, you're not going to win.
For sure.
So
bringing in a good staff brings in a lot of continuity, and so does bringing in a lot of returning players.
And we get along well,
For
and
sure.
like you're saying, we do have a lot of guys coming back. I think it's about a dozen.
Yeah.
And some key players. Hilton was an all-star. He's back. Tyler Jackson's back. He was really the best catcher in the league last year.
Yeah,
he was an all-star.
Clutchest hitter I've ever seen.
Yep. Jack Taylor's coming back from Canada, and he had a heck of a season for us last year.
Yep.
We've got Zoller, who was the all-star pitcher. He's coming back. He's in Italy right now, and he's with the all-Italy team. He's trying out for this team, and he's going to be out there for probably at least another week and a half, and then he'll join us. But he had just a gargantuan season for us last year in relief.
For sure.
And it'd be good having him back. And Brody Bajava, he's coming back, was one of my 2 or 3 best starters all last year. So having him back is going to really help. And then Cullen Reel, who's actually still playing in the college series right now, the super regional or whatever it is. So when he's done, he'll be back. And I see he's had 23 appearances, I think, already. And I mean, he's done real well. So it'll be good to have him back. And we got a couple other guys, Kobe Cather, who made 500 great plays for us last year. Kobe's coming back, and Ben Appleby, and I think the fans are going to recognize a lot of the guys coming back. We also have some good players too. This Gable kid from Lee University, he's the real deal, buddy. And so is Caleb Farr.
Yeah.
From North Georgia.
He was a former Lynn Astro last year too.
Outstanding player,
really
man. And he'll be manning center field. You know, I mean, I'm going to put him out there and just let him ride. So
Yeah.
It'd be exciting to have him back. And we got some other decent young players. This Jay Nunes from Chat Valley.
Yeah.
His brother's starting for the Nationals right now in the
Wow.
big leagues. And
Crazy.
some people think he's going to be as good as his brother, because I've already had different organizations call me to see if he's going to be playing with us this summer. Wow. So I'll have him, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do. And he can also relieve. If we need a little bit of relief help, they tell me he's a closer.
Okay.
So I guess we'll find out, you know, once we get rolling. But it's good to have a guy that can play multiple positions. So that'll be it'll be exciting. I'm looking forward to that. And got a couple good young catchers. Nick Ford's back. Armstrong, you remember Armstrong? He's back with us.
He tagged out like 5 runners in the last game of the season.
I'll tell you what. He was so hot at the plate, they couldn't get by this guy.
Right.
He caught everything he needed to catch. He was a clutch guy. And then we got a young kid by the name of Nathan Schaefer.
Yeah.
Flagler. He's a local boy, North Gwinnett. So he'll be doing a lot of catching. And got a couple other good kids. Hudson Spencer just played in the regional with West Florida. He'll be helping with us this year, along with this kid Luke Mazer from Andrew College. I think we're going to be all right. We should have a decent team. So you still got to win the games. You know, you can have all you want, but if you don't have the right chemistry, and we had it last year. You know, the key is you've got to have the right chemistry. Guys have to get along, and they have to buy into being a team player. So we'll see what happens, but going to give it our best.
For sure.
As always.
Continuity. A lot of continuity in the batter's box, and overall just a lot of veteran leadership, it feels like.
Yeah, it's a combination.
Yeah.
You got young guys, but then you got guys who have played in this league a year or two, some of them 3 years. So that should help a lot. And obviously the coaches are it's their job to get these guys motivated, you know, and get them playing the way they can play.
Right.
But we usually bring out the best in guys. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what it's going to be like this year. I just hope the rain holds off. Right now, rain is our enemy.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I really hope it holds off for the rematch of the championship series.
Wouldn't that be something?
You guys in Cartersville. that would be rough if it.
And we open up with them, you know. I mean, normally, you know, you save games like that for later in the season when we played a while, but we also finish with them. But no, I think, you know, Cartersville's going to be good. The Cannons will be good. The Gold Diggers will be good. The Bucks got guys coming back. I think they'll be fine, you know. And you got Corey Patterson managing them. The Monsters over in Oxford, I haven't seen a Monster team that isn't really good.
Right. They always seem like they're constantly competing.
They've got a monopoly on those players over there, you know, Alabama, a little bit of Mississippi, the Florida Panhandle. So he comes up with a good team every year, and you got to go through the Monsters too. If you can't beat them, you're not going to win.
Right.
So,
and you guys had to do that last year in order to win. And Colby Cather made the game-winning catch too.
Oh, buddy, I still see that catch in my sleep.
Oh man, that was electric. That was great.
It was a lot of fun. Kobe made so many plays that turned the game around that only major leaguers make those plays.
Oh my gosh.
And he just made one after another, had a walk-off. I mean, he did everything we could have asked him to do.
Yeah, and Tyler Jackson too. He had the go-ahead double that cleared the bases.
Tyler, you need a home run, Tyler's going to give it to you. If you need a double, Tyler's going to give you that. If you need a great play, and he made some great ones behind the dish, Tyler's going to give you that. So it'll be interesting seeing him. And I'm going to play him a little bit at first with Warren. You know, they're one of our new guys. They'll kind of share first a little bit. Tyler can DH. Main thing is I try and do my best to keep his bat in the game somehow.
For sure.
Along with Jack Taylor. I mean, Jack had a heck of a season for us. So
He did.
if I can keep him in the lineup, with Nunez and a couple other guys, I think we'll be all right. It's just pitching. We got to hope the pitchers come because a lot of question marks there. They're new.
Indeed.
I don't know really what we're getting there, but we'll find out pretty quickly.
Indeed. And speaking of that pitching, what do you feel like you prioritize the most in your pitching staff?
Pitching staff, we almost treat these guys like they're all relievers.
Yeah.
Because, we do not make a starting pitcher, go more than 2 to 3 innings. That's all we need. We got to bring the other guys in. We try and pitch at least 5 guys a game.
Right.
If that's possible. And just keep getting guys in. So no pitcher is really sitting for a long time. Every week he knows he's going to pitch in some manner. And I think that helps these guys a lot. They don't have to sit there wondering, hey, we tell them Wednesday's your day or you're pitching Friday. And we know that those 5 or 6 guys have to be there that day. And then we just run through it and use them all. So you keep using guys. And even if they're not up to par, an appearance or 2, give them confidence. They know they're coming back in. They know you're not going to sit them all season. It helps. And a lot of these young guys who people are a little surprised about, it's not a surprise to us because we give them a chance to show us what they can do. You don't get down on them. You try and build them up.
Indeed.
Rarely will I ever get on a player for anything except if someone's not going to hustle, he's not going to be around us very long because I'll be on him pretty quick.
Yeah.
We run to our position. We hustle all the time. And you got to think about what's best for your team. I mean, I know this baseball's changed a lot since I played. And I have a hard time with some of it, including the rules. Putting a man on second, in an extra inning game. Telling a guy just take the base instead of making the pitches. You can intentionally put them on.
Right.
I'm not into a lot of this stuff. The bigger bases, all that. I like real baseball. But, do our best. Same thing with the pitch count. And that's why we carry a lot of pitches because we use the pitch count. We're pretty legal with it, where some teams will kind of slide by and try and, not use the count the way it's supposed to be, and then you get so many days rest, whatever. We try and abide by the rules, and we keep a graph on it. We keep stats on everything.
For sure.
So,
and Steve's great in that too.
Oh,
Steve
yeah. He's magnificent in it. He's got a counter. We have 2 counters. We count. We make sure we don't screw up because we don't want anybody, having to be penalized by it. But we keep charts on all this stuff. But I know. We'll see. Pitching's going to be young. But there's a good combination. And hey, if you eventually have Zoller and Reel coming back, we always start out slow. I just want to see guys play, and I don't get too panicky. First 3 weeks or so, let me just see guys play, and then after about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you start knowing who can play and who's a little bit better at whatever, and having Zoller and Reel coming in, I mean that'll help us a great deal. So. We'll see. And Old No. You remember Old No?
I do remember Old No, yeah.
Jordan may come back here in July.
Yeah.
He's rehabbing starting this coming week. And he's thinking maybe within a month he can start pitching in games again. So you may see old Jordan Old No the second half of the season. And he's a good pitcher. We had him last year. I liked him a lot. And hopefully we can use him again this year. So we'll see.
Yeah, tough pitcher at that. I heard he had like a wrestling background in the past.
Oh, he's a tough kid. He's like, remember, what's his name? Davis
Rossler.
Yes, they were both wrestlers. They come in here and, I think, God, if I was younger, I'd wrestle you guys. But they were tough kids. They were dudes.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I wish Rossler was back. But if we get Old No back, that'll be good enough. Brody's kind of like that too, in a way. He just wants the ball. Just give me the ball, just let me throw. And hell, I think he had like 9 or 10 starts, and really not a bad start the whole season.
No,
he did very well.
He was pretty good.
So we got Brode coming back, and I'll tell you who we've got too is Hunter and Harry Perkle, the brothers.
Yeah,
Hunter really is the best pitcher probably over there in Emmanuel. And getting him to start will help us a lot. and Harry, his other brother's up there in Rome over at Shorter. See what he's got. I think they're I want to say 34th set of brothers we've had play for us.
The 34th.
34.
Wow.
We keep a lot of these stats, and I was looking the other day, and it looks like they'll be number 34. We've had that many sets of brothers play for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember one from last season. That's crazy. I did not realize that.
Yeah. Oh, no. We've had a lot. In fact, we've had fathers and sons.
Yeah.
I've got about, I want to say maybe 7 or 8 sets of my dad. My dad played for you in the 80s.
Yeah.
Or the 90s, and now I'm playing for you. So that's kind of interesting, too. But we're keeping an all-time roster. And, I mean, we've had over 1,700 players.
Yeah.
And good God, I mean, right now we're working on, I'm going to say it's right at, I'll have to look, but it's a little over 2,000 games we played.
Wow.
It's a lot of games.
Yeah.
It's a lot of games.
Long history. And through that history, I hear about a mantra about growing young men when describing this team, when describing the Atlanta Crackers. What does that phrase mean to you in how you build this team and how you manage this team?
We do look at it differently than a lot of teams. We get these guys. I take an interest in them personally. I'm always trying to ask them, how about your grades? How are you doing? I talk to them throughout the year, not just during the baseball season in the summer. But I stay in touch with a lot of these guys. I'm always asking them, what about your grades? If you take your grades serious, you can take your baseball serious. And I like to know where they're coming from. And if they're not, then I'll get on them, almost like a father, and say, hey, you got to get your grades up. If you want to keep playing, I mean, you got to be smart to play. And we've helped a lot of young men look for another school, transition somewhere else. If this wasn't working out, I'm willing to always call some coaches and say, hey, this young man's looking to transfer, or this young man's going into the portal, or this young man wants to make a comeback. Are you interested? Do you need an arm, or do you need a good outfielder, whatever? But we like to help them with that. And a lot of other things. You'd be surprised. You get that many players, 1,700 players. That's a lot of players. I've had players come with me with all kind of problems. We're not just a baseball team. We take an interest in what's going on in their life. And we always tell them, always try and give them things I would want to tell any son of mine, and always try and instill confidence in them. And you try and keep their heads up. If they're not doing well, you can do well, but you got to stick with it. You got to put in a lot of work. And I always tell them the same thing. If you're not working hard, you're not going to be good.
Right.
There's only one way to be really good. You got to put in the hours, put in the days. You've got to be a really hard worker, and it pays off. And I've known enough people. A lot of times I'll give them examples. This young man played for me. He went all the way to the big leagues because he didn't give up. We've had a lot of guys play in the big leagues over the years. So, I mean, you just try and help them in their personal life and their baseball life. So it drifts a little bit either way. We're not interested in just picking them up for the summer and, hey, thanks for playing 30-something games. See ya. It's a little more than that. We've got a Hall of Fame that I think we're up to, I think it's 114 players now we've got in our Hall of Fame. And a lot of these kids come back, they call me, you'd be surprised. I've got guys that played from in the 80s that still call me. That I know what's going on. Steve stays in with them on Facebook, and we stay in touch with these kids because most of them tell us it was one of the best times they ever had was playing here. And they don't forget some of these seasons, especially the championship seasons, things like that. So it's kind of good to hear that from young men. And it kind of inspires us to keep doing it and keep involved with these kids because things have changed. I don't have to tell you, society's changed. If we can keep involved in sports, make sure their studies are good and they're going to make something of themselves. Hey, it may not be in baseball, but you would be surprised how many of my ex-players are now coaching. It goes into the hundreds that are coaching. Some are head coach, assistant coach, coaching in college, coaching in professional baseball. A lot of them have moved on. We've had hundreds of kids sign and get into professional baseball, and then go into coaching. And a lot of it comes from what we've shown them here. Some college coaches don't show them what they really need. They don't love them enough. So, you try and get them here, and I try and be real fair with all of them. So sometimes if they need a kick in the butt, you give them that too.
Right.
But I try one thing. I try not to lie to them.
Yeah.
Too many people, too many scouts, too many agents, too many coaches lie to these kids. And I always try and tell them the truth. If I don't think they're making the grade, I'll tell them. How can you improve? I'll tell them that too. If I don't think they should, there's something that they're going to make a mistake on, I always tell them. If they want to know how they're doing with us, I'll tell them the truth. And if you need to improve on this, this is what you need to do. So, you try and stay up on that. And if you don't lie to them, trust me, they'll usually believe in you. And, you show them that, hey, either way, I'm either going to chew you out and tell you the truth, or I'm going to praise you. So either way, it's going to work, and I'm going to do what I can to be behind you. And that's what we're about. That's what Steve's about. That's what Brad's been about. Gil Navarro was great at it. And, it's what we try and do. So, but it makes fun, and it makes the season go right. You feel better about yourself. You can't always win the championship. So when you don't win it, you give it your best, and you feel good about that too. So we always manage somewhere to finish near the top. And those years we don't win, well, I'll tell you, I've lost some championships in crazy ways. You wouldn't believe some of the things that have happened. And I mean, even in those World Series, I've lost it on an overthrow to first base. I've lost it on a catcher overthrowing, trying to pick somebody off.
Wow.
Winning run scores.
Wow.
I've lost it on a pass ball at home plate in the 13th inning.
Yeah.
I've lost it all kind of ways. But you know what? You just turn around and you try and come back. And as long as they've had fun playing and they've gotten something out of it, okay, you look at it, it was a success.
Yeah.
You're not going to win. I don't care who you are. You don't win it every year. So
yeah,
you have to have a success in other ways, and that's what we try and do. That's what we've been about, and I don't have too many years left because, I'm 74 now, and I mean, I can't throw BP anymore because I've got 2 new knees. I had the other knee done a second time. The Atlanta Braves surgeon did my knee, and he said, I'm not working on you ever again. If you throw BP, do not throw BP. So I don't. I have let the young guys do it, and I just kind of roll from the dugout like I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
And things change as you get older, and if you can't adapt, you're not going to make it. So it's been hard for me because I'm a physical guy and I like to do stuff. But if I can't do it, I can't run anymore. I can't throw BP. Can't really hit fungos like I used to, and I love doing it all. Well, then you look for it in other ways. You get people to do it for you, and you try and help in other ways. And that's, I guess, every old person, every old athlete learns that. It's hard. My daughters think I take it too hard, and I'm not good at getting old. And they're right. But in the end, I always try and adapt somehow and help in any way I can. So that's kind of where we're at. And you'll see this season, I'll be moving around, doing my best, seeing what I can do.
For sure.
Just keeping track of everything and keep talking to guys, keep showing them, making out the lineups, doing all that. So, that's where we are. So 44 years later, like I said, every year I take it 1 year at a time. I'm on a 1-year contract. So we'll see how many more years I can do it. At least I know I'm doing it this year. So we'll see.
Well, thank you so much for the interview. This was Kevin Meistickle of the Atlanta Crackers, longtime manager, and one of the biggest faces in the Sunbelt Baseball League.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you so much for interviewing me.
You got it.
We're going to head back to the show.